Hello. Hi, everyone. Hey, Christy. Can you guys
Hey,
hear me?
how are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good. We'll see how long it takes before my kids come screaming in here. They haven't paid attention to me all day.
Yeah, mine are like that too today. It's been kind of crazy. The baby is teething hardcore and it's not been fun.
Poor baby.
I know.
I don't miss those days.
No, I forgot what they were like. Oh, how's everybody doing?
Here.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Nicole. Hey, Katie. Hey, Monica.
Let's see who here. Wait a few minutes before. I probably should have sent out a reminder.
I know, I was thinking about doing that and didn't do it.
I mean, yeah. I probably should have.
Exactly, Nicole. I wish I was in bed right now. Oh, well, a couple hours.
I think I'm going. Shh, I'm trying to listen.
Okay. Okay, let's see who's on here. Mel, hey Mel, how are you? Katie, Stephanie, Nicole, Deidre, Shannon, Monica. Oh, here's the chat.
Nicole, I do that all the time. I tell my I'm in bed when I'm really not.
I do that too.
Hi, this is Mindy Devine. I've joined too.
Hi, Mindy. Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and start. 6:02, right? Is that all right? Yep. All right. This is recording, so I can send out the replay for everyone who missed the call today tomorrow morning sometime. But Christy and I wanted to have a kind of quick call and try to do this a little bit more regularly too for us as a team. And we wanted to kind of go over, you guys saw the post about conference. And you're going to be getting an email tomorrow sometime. Should be around noon Eastern, and that'll provide you with hotel link to register, and then also give you directions on how to register for conference. Anybody have questions about the conference registration? Anybody? Okay.
I would encourage you, if you are wanting to get your ticket, even if you haven't finalized all of your travel arrangements or roommate arrangements, because it is limited to 2,500 people, they will refund up to a certain date. I don't remember what they said, Laura. Was it like July 1st or something? Or
yeah, July 1st they will fully refund. I don't think I don't know if the tickets are able to be transferable. I'm still waiting on confirmation on that.
And Laura, I saw something yesterday, I think, that said they were not transferable, but they would be fully refunded up to July. So that's what I'm encouraging you guys, if you even are still contemplating it, to go ahead and get your ticket instead of waiting, because they will sell out. There's 2,500 spots. So by the time everything is said and done, there's not going to be enough tickets for everyone. So I would encourage you to go ahead and buy those tickets and try to make an effort, if you can, to get there. It's going to be amazing. And there's something about being in the environment with all of your other team members and other team members to kind of push you and grow your business.
Absolutely. You're going to return back fully on fire, ready to work your business and hustle. There was talk about it being having room for up to 3,000 attendees, but we haven't received the confirmation for that yet. So right now it's only 2,500 unless we hear otherwise. So if you get the link when you get the link tomorrow, if you're able to register, I highly recommend to jump on it because we will, I believe, sell out. And unfortunately, it's our first year. It is our second conference, but they weren't anticipating the growth that we've had. So the next years, it'll definitely be, we'll have a lot more availability for more to attend. Yes, Stephanie, it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But if you're a team leader, you need to be there, what was it, the 27th at 9 a.m. Team leader?
Yes. Yep, they'll be training all day Friday for team leaders and above. So you would need to make arrangements to come in Thursday night.
Yeah. So, okay. Any other questions before we move on? Okay. Christy, did you want to say anything else before we moved on?
I don't think so. How many of you guys, you'd have to hit team leader by when? You know what? We are still trying to get confirmation on that. I haven't seen where they've actually given us a date by when you'd have to reach team leader by. I would think that if you are close to promoting this month or next month, that they would include you in those meetings. So once Laura and I find out, get some information on that, we will let you know.
Yeah, Mel, and I think you're going to be team leader this month, so yes. You're not going to have to worry about it. Yay! All right, any more questions about conference? Christy, anything else?
Nope.
How about you want to do some recognition?
Sure. You want to go first or you want me to?
You go ahead.
Okay. So Laura and I thought it would be nice to go ahead and recognize some of our team members that are kicking some serious butt this month. So this is for this month as of today. So we're going to do some shout outs. So I wanted to recognize people on my team that have $1,000 or more in personal volume. So I'm going to read them off really quick. Danny, Diana, Heather, Natalie, Holly, Megan, Renee, Katrina, Courtney, Kimberly, Christy, and Julie, and also Lindsay. And then we have one person on our team who has $2,000 or more in personal volume, and that's Felicia Nolan. So awesome job. That is amazing. Those are, sorry, I've got stuff going on with my computer all of a sudden here. Things are popping up. These are levels that Laura and I would encourage all of you to try to attend or to hit or maintain so that you can keep your business growing on the right track that it needs to be. And so that's why we wanted to kind of do a shout out. Do you want me to do my other shout outs or wait, Laura, and you can do your volume?
Let me do mine first. We all kind of stay in the little path or the same little sections at a time. Do you mind if I go ahead with my girls?
Yeah, go for it.
So if you all understand like how this is working, like Christy has her little group, and when you promote to executive director, you have little groups, and your stronger legs are kind of separated out. So basically, like Christy's front line, my front line, and our team. So that's why if you're wondering why there's not like more leaders on the call, they're separated out. So, and we just Christy and I decided to partner together, so you understand where it's coming from. We have, so I wanted to share with you these girls that are in, I like to call them my 1K club. So they are selling over $1,000 or a little more than 1,000, not quite yet to 2,000, super close. We have Sherry Moreno, Kelly Shippey, Shelby Harris, Bridget Bohm Garcia, Kimberly Rico, Christina Laurie, hopefully I pronounced your last name right, Christina, sorry. Bridget Forbes, Amanda DeCesare, I can't pronounce it right. I'm horrible. I'm so sorry. Amanda D, that's what I'll just say. Shannon K. Kasika, I can't pronounce it. Shannon, am I pronouncing your last name right or wrong?
It rhymes with pizza. Pizza. Shannon Keatsa.
Shannon Keatsa. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm horrible.
All good.
Sarah Fegley. Will I pronounce it? Martha Culler. Michelle Hodges. And then we have one that sold over 3,000. Oh, you know who you are. You know who you are. Mel. Mel Rich. She sold $3,265. And she's not done yet. I know this girl's going to be over 4 probably. Great job, ladies. You guys are killing it so far in March. We've got some amazing nail bosses, and I can't wait to see how and where we finish the month. I haven't even looked at our team total yet. It's over $1 million already. I think it's $1.2 million, maybe 0.3. I can't. In sales so far for March. It's insane. Craziness. Okay. Christy, you have a couple you want to recognize?
Yeah, and I bet you're close to 1.3 because I'm getting close to 1.2. So
yeah.
Serious nail bosses, you guys. When I log in and look at our numbers in the back office, I literally just sit back and shake my head. Like, we're talking $11 strips here, people. It's just insane. So I commend all of you. It's amazing. We also wanted to recognize our sponsoring rock stars. So we are going to recognize those that have sponsored over 4. And so for this month on my team, besides myself, I also had one other girl that sponsored 4, and that's Christy Carmichael. So great job, Christy. I don't know if you were on here or not, but way to go. And Christy actually just started. So she is starting off with a bang.
Oh, good job, Christy. That's awesome. For our side here, we've got Mel Rich again, with 4 or more, and Michelle Hodges. She's sponsored over 4. Good job, ladies. Way to kill it.
Good job. Awesome.
You know, I like the saying, if we're not growing, we're shrinking, and you guys are growing. Good job.
Yes.
Okay. Team, you want to talk about some team volumes that so far on your team, Christy, that are?
Yeah, so I had a couple of girls that were really close for highest team volume as of right now, but the team that has kind of pulled out in front, we'll see what happens by the end of this week, is Colorful Gems, and that's Sarah Riley's team. So she has the highest volume so far. I know Danny is on here from that team. I don't know who else is on the call from that team. But, great job. And we have a whole week left basically for this month. So I can't wait to see where everyone ends up.
See you tomorrow.
Good job, ladies. That's awesome. I want to recognize the team with the top volume so far for March is Katie O'Gara's team from Hustle and Heart. You guys, there's a bunch of you on here, as Mel, Shannon, I think Jill, she's on here. I think, yeah. Way to go. You guys are really hustling, and you guys are amazing. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling very well today. Yeah, Hustle and Heart is kicking some booty. Way to go, guys. All right, Christy, do you want to have anything else to share?
Not as far as shout outs go. What about you?
No, we're good. Anybody else want to share any shout outs that you've done this week? Any goals that you've accomplished? Anything that you know that somebody that you've sponsored's done really well? You want to give them some love and attention? Crickets? All right. It's a Sunday. It's okay. Alrighty. Well, then we can talk about, Chris, you want to talk about Team Challenge?
Yes. So as we go into the last week of the month, the last day of the month is what, Sunday, Saturday, or Sunday? One of the things that Laura and I talked about is really trying to find something that is going to help propel all of us to finish out this week strong. And there are times when we will do like volume challenges or recruiting challenges or things like that. But one of the things that Laura and I really want to try to focus on with everybody on this call and everybody on our teams is helping people grow their business beyond just month end and helping people to promote. And one of the ways that we can help you do that is to help you guys get out of your comfort zone. And if you're in my boot camp, I talk about this quite a bit, about getting out of your comfort zone. And Laura's quote, if you're not growing, you're shrinking, fits perfectly with this, because one of the things about growing your business, whether you are looking at it from a volume standpoint or a recruiting standpoint, is you have to grow and you have to get out of your comfort zone. So one of the things that Laura and I would like to challenge you guys to do this week is we want you to get out of your comfort zone. And for a lot of us, that comfort zone is going live, Facebook Live. So either on your personal page or your business page or your VIP page. So whatever you have set up, we encourage you to go live on one of those pages, or you can do all of them, at least twice this week. Try for twice. If you do once, that's good too, but try to do once or twice this week so that when we meet again, we can talk about that and we can talk about struggles that you may have going live. I will tell you, I am not a Facebook Live girl. I love training people. I love talking to people, but I have to have this. I have to have this interaction where I can see your faces. And so for me, Facebook Live is really hard. So I always struggle with this. And so I will be there right with you this week, getting out of my comfort zone and making it happen.
What is I can't talk. Dude, just ignore that. What is, anybody have any tips for going live? Nicole says she's done application tips and tricks. The more you go live, the easier it is.
Yes, I would agree with that. I think you get into a rhythm. And so one of the things that I know I am working on personally is making it a habit of going live at least once or twice a week. And it's on my to-do list, just like I do my Instagram post every day and I do my other business posts once a day. I'm trying to put it at the top of the list so that I get it done first thing in the morning until I get comfortable with that. But you're absolutely right. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. And pretty soon, I hope you just forget that, you know, there could be 1,000 people watching you.
I like Diana says, just chat with your girls and try to keep the crazy eyes to a minimum. So you know how to do that. Whenever you're talking, when you're going live and you're talking to the phone and everybody, whatever you're using to go live with, make sure you're actually looking at the camera and not like at yourself, because it's going to look kind of weird. You want to look to your audience. So look kind of past the little camera part if you can. I know I'm kind of guilty of looking at myself and talking, but sometimes that distracts me too. And I'm like, oh, wait, what was I saying? Because I looked at myself and I noticed the hair was out of place, or, you know, I had the squirrel effect. So we try to, that's something you can, I'm a hot mess today. Put something that you can keep your eye contact. Just remind yourself, like a sticky note or something, so that you don't have the crazy eyes, as Diana says.
Yeah, Stephanie, that's happened to me too. I think that happens to all of us. It's the law. I was telling Laura before we started the call that my kids have literally ignored me the entire day, but I know the minute that we get on this call and I shut my office door, it's like World War III and they all want me. So it happens to everyone. You know, a tip that I used to use when I was doing my other business and I would go live quite a bit to sell stuff is when I first started doing that, I would actually have my kids like stand behind the computer so that I had a reference point to look at. But as Laura said, make sure you're looking at your camera. But it helps to have someone standing behind you so that you kind of have that reference point until you get comfortable looking to the camera.
Nicole, I like that. Let's see. Thank you, Christy. I like that, having your kids there. Although sometimes my kids make funny faces and they will try to make me laugh the entire time. Did yours do that? I don't know. Mine will try to mess with me. Although that could be real. You know, people want to see you being real, that you're an actual, you know, you have quirks too, and things aren't perfect because everybody looks perfect on social media. But when you're live, you can't necessarily control everything. I mean, somebody said their husband was yelling or something because they forgot you weren't live. People want to see that realness and raw. To just let it happen. If it does, laugh about it. I always laugh at myself. Dance in the underwear. Yes, my kids do that too, Jill. It happens. That's our life. Most of us are moms.
I saw somebody talk about talking points. That's great. If you need to make talking points before you get on so that you have something so that you don't just look like a deer in headlights, you can do that. I saw where someone also said to keep talking no matter if anybody's on or not. And a lot of times what I will do is when I jump on, depending on what time of the day it is, there might not be anybody on there. And you know what? That is fine, because what happens is, we know with Facebook, people are going to see things at different times of the day. So as long as you keep talking, there will be something for somebody to come back and watch. So just do you, and do it like there's people on there, and you know, and they'll watch
definitely. The talking points, and don't, I would recommend, don't wait for people to get on. I think you were touching on that a little bit there, Christy, because I've watched lives and people are waiting for more people to get on. Mm-hmm. I'm like, just get on with it, please. I don't have all day. So just start automatically. Even if nobody is on, people are going to join you, and just go with it. I mean, I'm really, really bad at winging things. I recommend the talking points, as somebody mentioned here and Christy reiterated, but the talking points, and don't wait. So just go with it and make the best of it. All right. Anybody else have tips? I know there's a lot of girls here that do live all the time. Raina, Mel. I know you guys are always doing your lives. So
yeah, just a quick tip, Laura, from me. This is Raina. Just something I've learned with LuLaRoe is, because you want those replay viewers, and quite honestly, like sometimes I have more sales from my replay viewers than anything else. So it's important right from the get-go, like don't wait like you say, don't wait 5 minutes for people to hop on. Just start it out and say, hey guys, we're going to get going right away. If you do not see this live red rectangle right above my head, you are watching the replay, and you say the date and the time. And if it's not this time, you're watching the replay. And welcome. And I'm happy to have my replay shoppers. So just send me a message, send me a screenshot of anything you're interested in. And I am more than happy to accommodate you. And so if you just say that a couple times, that really makes the replay shoppers feel like, okay, you know, like I can still shop this. And, you know, so that's one thing that I've learned that's worked really, really well in the past month for me, rather than just waiting. Okay, just waiting for a couple more people to hop on. It's like, well, then you're not treating the people that are on like they're special. So
I like that. That's a great tip. Yeah. A lot of people don't do that. They don't just say, you know, some don't even mention that if the replay viewers, because a lot of people do watch it replay. And I mean, I've watched other sales and it's in the replay just because I don't have time to watch their live. I'm like, oh, I'll just go back and find it. And then whenever they're sitting and waiting, there was one I was really wanting to see what she had. but we waited for 10 minutes for people to get on. And I'm like,
Yeah.
But she didn't mention anything about the replay, so I wasn't even aware that I could still order. So I love that tip, Rena.
And the other thing is just keeping energy really high and just fake it till you make it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have times where I'm about to go live and I'm like, OMG, like this is the last thing that I want to do. The kids are screaming in the background. You know, it takes every ounce of me to hit that live button. But once you do, it's like you just have to fake it till you make it and, you know, be up. You have to really like be on. And Mel, I saw you just briefly today. You did a live today, and Mel is a great example. If anybody can watch Mel live, I was only on for like 2 minutes because my kids were, you know, being crazy. But Mel has so much energy, and I'll tell you what, if you can have music going in the background, that really helps with my energy too. I'm an introvert, and I have a hard time going live, but if you can have that music, and I literally ask people to interact with me. And if you can get people interacting within those first couple minutes, that is going to boost your live. That's going to reach more people faster. So you want to ask a question right away, get them commenting, because if you can get them commenting within that first 1 to 2 minutes, that is going to reach more of your group. And it's if they're just sitting there, I mean, you don't have much of a chance. So you really got to interact. And I'm not afraid to ask people, please interact with me. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just kind of talking to myself here. So I love interaction. You know, tell me about your day. Tell me what you had for dinner. You know, you have to ask just like silly questions like that to get people talking, and they will. And then all of a sudden you feel like you have like 10 friends in the room with you. So you really have to get them talking and interacting right away. Otherwise, Facebook is not your friend.
That's true. That is so true. And we did a session with Mel on the Facebook algorithms and stuff. I have that recording. If you all want that, I can send that out to you guys as well. Mel did a fabulous training on the Facebook algorithms and how important it is to go live and what it does and how it brings people that you don't normally see when you're on your day-to-day news feed up to the front of their notifications. So when they go live, they're like, oh, I haven't heard from her in a while. Let's see, what is she doing? And they'll just make people click, more apt to click, I should say, to view it. So you want to be, as Raina was saying, you want to be energetic. You want to interact with your customers and try doing the lives. So by doing this when you're going live. Raina, anything else?
Oh, you know, I was just going to say, I saw, just to give another shout out to another team member, Shannon, I think it was at St. Patty's Day. Shannon, did a really fun St. Patty's Day live where she was like wearing like a onesie, like the St. Patty's Day onesie that her husband had sent her, and she had
my husband was deployed.
And I swear, just like stuff like that, just like any sort of like visual, like she had this crazy fun headband and she was just lively, and you know, she wasn't drinking, but I think people thought she was drinking because she was just having so much fun, and it was St. Patty's Day and she was in a onesie, and
my gosh.
I mean, just silly stuff like that. If you can just get outside your comfort zone and just be silly and just have people like interact, that is helping you. That helps your business immensely. Like, so, you know, it's not always about selling. It's about boosting that algorithm and building those relationships. So shout out to Shannon on that, because that was amazing.
Quick story about the onesie. So the onesie, my husband was deployed for like a year and he wanted to keep my spirits up. So he sent me a St. Patrick's Day onesie. So that's what that was about. And I just decided I had no shirt. I'm like, hey, let's wear the onesie.
Oh my goodness. I can't, where can I find this replay? I want to watch this.
On my page.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm finding it, Shannon. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. Anybody else have any tips that they'd like to share with going live?
Nicole mentioned jumping on when you see other team members, and I know that Raina touched on that as well, but yes, I think that's a great thing to do, is to support your team members, even if that person isn't directly on your team. Like if I'm friends with people on Laura's team and I see that they're on live, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to comment. I'm going to send hearts, you know, all of those things, not only to help boost it on Facebook, but to help boost them and to support them. So I love that tip as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, that is a great idea. And I didn't think of that like before, you know, going on. I try, when I see people live, I'll try to go to jump on, but now knowing everything, I start to do that more often now. To help. And if you see people commenting on our teammates posting things about the nail polish strips or anything with Color Street, jump on there and post something too. If you don't have it like plastered on your Facebook page, if they're kind of drumming up questions or trying to get people interested in product, you can be like, oh, what is that about? Tell me more. Do you know what I'm saying there? To kind of generate curiosity and help them make the sale or potential sponsor. Let's see. Anybody else? Anything else, Christy?
I'm just reading what everyone has to say. Being relatable. Yes, I think that is one of the probably number one reasons why you should do Facebook Lives. I mentioned to show people who you are. And I know Raina mentioned it as well, because there's a huge part of our business that isn't about selling anything. It's about building those relationships and setting yourself apart from all of the other stylists so that your customers want to come back and buy from you because they feel like they have a relationship with you. And I have had people in the past that have said, you know what, I've never met you, but I feel like I know you. And Laura and I kind of felt that way too the first time we actually got to meet each other, because we had a established relationship prior to Color Street that was based on my old business. So the more you can establish those relationships with your customers, the better. And what's better than jumping live and showing people, you know, what you look like without makeup on, what you look like normal day business, what your mom uniform looks like, whatever it is, just being relatable.
One thing I always do, so I don't sit down and go live right away. I kind of just relax a little bit in front of the camera and I make sure, okay, am I doing a demo today? Do I have everything right there? Because I learned the hard way. I was dressed nicely up top, but I had hot pink pajama bottoms on the bottom and I had to lean over and grab stuff. So everybody got a view of my nice hot pink pajama bottoms. So plan ahead.
Oh my gosh. It generates posting things in your pajamas. It generates interest. I like that, Nicole. It will, definitely. All right. Anybody else want to share anything that's working for them with going live on Facebook? Okay. Christy, anything else you want to talk about the team challenge anymore, or?
No. So we just encourage you to get out and do it. And this has been a great conversation about that. So hopefully everyone is really pumped up and, you know, can get on either tonight or even tomorrow and knock one out, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I want to hear, like, if you guys can post in either Christy's or my group and just let us know, like, hey, I went live and there was like 50 people on. Oh my gosh. And I lost track and did something funny. The kids ran in naked or something. I don't know. You could just come on our page and like in the group team pages and just share how you did with your lives this week. Or if you want encouragement, say, I'm about to go live. Will you guys come help me out and support me? Friend request me if we're not friends, just so that we can interact and support one another doing this, because Facebook Lives is really where it's at, and it will help with your algorithms, and it also helps you get out of your comfort zone. And we don't want to stay in our comfort zone because miracles don't happen there. We want to push past that, and we want to get into the place where we aren't so comfortable and really make big changes, and that's where success is going to happen if you push past those comfort zones. Hey,
Hey, Laura, I will add, sorry, I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Oh, you're good.
Hello. I just wanted to add too, one of the things I think that people get nervous about also is they don't know what to go live about. So we can just kind of think like right now, okay, like maybe you're getting ready for your Easter nails. Maybe you're applying some of those. Prom season's coming up, so maybe you're going to do like a French mani demo or something like that. Flip-flop season's coming. Maybe you want to get on and mention how we can put these on our toes too. No more toe separators, everybody. No more toe separators, right? So kind of like brainstorm a little bit. You don't have to get on and explain the entire history, background, and foreground of Color Street. It can be, 10 minutes, guys, to just get on and help your people understand what other awesome things that they can do with this product. And I think some people just get nervous because they're like, okay, I'll go live, but what do I do? So I was just kind of helping you guys maybe brainstorm a couple things that would be really good for right now. Mommy and me with Mother's Day coming up, just anything that kind of goes with that. I've been talking a lot about weddings, baby showers, because that's like just whatever's in your news feed, like what's going on in a lot of people's lives right now. And prom dances. I've seen daddy-daughter dances a lot coming up lately. So check that kind of stuff out and then just be like, you guys, I have a solution for this. I'm going to go live at 8 o'clock tonight and talk about it and give them a reason to kind of be there. You know what I mean?
I like that.
I love that.
Give them a heads up that you're going live and what you're going to talk about, and then that'll get them curious and want to join in. I like that. Christy, did you want to say anything about that?
And I was just going to say, if you've never gone live in your group, another great thing that you can do is just get on and talk to people. Let them know who you are. Introduce yourselves to them. Maybe tell them why you decided to do Color Street. Again, something just so that they can connect with you. And if it's your first time, that would be a great way for you to kind of introduce yourself to your group.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a confession. Sorry. Oh, go ahead, Raina, you first.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna share a story about the first time I ever went live. So when I started in direct sales, I vowed I would never, ever, ever, ever go live because I'm introverted, my personality, like that's just not me. Well, it kind of became a necessity. If you want to expand and you want to do well, like live is where it was at. So my very first live, do you know that I had my phone landscape, not portrait? So I was sideways the entire time. And I swear it was my most engaging live because people just felt so sorry for me. And I was so nervous. My voice is shaking all over the place. And so that's just my encouragement to people is like, that was literally probably my most engaging live. And it's just all about being humble, and people don't like perfect. They don't want to see perfect. So you don't have to be perfect, and you can laugh at yourself and you can just be silly. And, so that's my encouragement is just hit the button, just do it. And if you need a glass of wine in the background, absolutely, have that glass of wine because a little liquid courage is not the worst thing.
That's awesome.
But it's just about doing it is my point. Like people do not want perfect. They want to see the real you, and it doesn't have to be great.
That's awesome, Raina. I love that. Sorry, it's a great example. Like it doesn't have to be perfect, and anybody can do this. My little confession was kind of similar like yours, Raina. I actually, the first time I ever went live, is when I joined Color Street. I had never done this live before ever. So you've seen mine. I'm a hot mess. And I just don't care anymore what people think. It's just, I just go, it's just me. I'm goofy. I don't have everything put together at all. Like the first time I went live was in the team page, and I think I was telling people not to do things when we first launched. Like it wasn't like a fun live. I had to tell you couldn't do this in this group, and you had to mind the rules. I think they might have been before launch. I can't remember, Christy. I can't remember. But so if I can do it, anybody can. And I used to have a fear of visibility. I didn't like to have a lot of attention on me on social media because I wasn't wasn't used to this social media and putting yourself out there. I was used to keeping everything private and my life private for the most part. And now I'm loving social media. It's a great tool if we use it correctly. So, and going live is going to help you with that. Any other tips, pointers we can think of? Anybody?
You know, this is Gail, and I do a Manny Monday. So every Monday about 7:30, I always call it 7:30-ish because, you know, you never know if you're going to quite make it or not. But I do a Manny Monday, and frequently I'm walking people through, here's how you do the nails, here's what you do. And the funny part is I've been doing so many vendor shows on weekends that I don't need a Manny. So really it's for them, right? So it's about walking them through, okay, here's how we do this and those kind of things. And just like Raina said, a lot of it is just talking to them, right? And sharing things about yourself and sharing things going on in your life. And my kids are from 27 on down to 17. So they're not walking in and running through, shall we say, naked and those good things, right? Which is awesome. I'm thrilled that they're not, right? Actually, we don't have any of them living with us, but so that's okay too. But so I do Monday night is Manny Monday, and then Thursday night is we just talk, literally just talk. And my daughters told me I'm not allowed to actually interact with anybody because when I look trying to read, I have to use my progressives. And so they say that then you can look up my news. So you're not allowed to do that. So the interacting is like, no, Mom, don't do that, right? So I get all kinds of guidance from my daughters about that. But I find that with my group, though, with a Monday and a Thursday, you know, it kind of works well for them. And then if something special happens, basically I'll jump on, you know, and share that too. But I know, Raina, you do a lot of selling and things, and I'll get out and I'll share the nails and I'll try and, you know, get the colors just right and show them. But I haven't actually done any selling online. It's kind of funny. So maybe I should try that one of these days. Haven't done any of it.
Has anybody else done any selling, like utilizing the Facebook Live feature in your VIP groups?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have.
I think I'm trying to think. So I've done 3 of them, and I'm always over $100 when I do the live. Here's what I've got. If you want it, let me know. I have a Square. I send out an invoice. If I don't have it, I'll help them order. Yeah, that's been really good. That's been really good for me.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think Raina, I watched her one night and she had a woman who just kept buying and buying and buying. And then it'd be like, oh, she won a free set too. Oh, she won another free set.
That's a stylist right there for you, Raina.
I was going to say, I think that woman was $100 on her own.
Yeah. She needs to buy a kit.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, it is kind of a balancing act because especially when you have such limited free time, right? Like you need to find that balance between relationship building and IPAs. And IPAs is income producing activities. So when I go live, like you better believe I'm going to find a way to sell, even if, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, connect with my group or whatever. So if I'm going to make the time to go live, I need to sell as well. And granted, it doesn't always happen during the live. That's where like the replay, you know, having that replay posted and really helps. So let's connect on that, Gail. Maybe you and I can just bounce some ideas off of each other and see how we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. You know, for me, it isn't that I'm afraid to do it at all. You know, I just haven't done it yet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not afraid to. It's just like, it just hasn't felt like the right time yet. I feel like I'm still kind of establishing the relationships, bringing it together, educating, and some of those kind of things. So,
Sure. Yeah.
That's fair. I get a lot of requests for live sales because the product looks different in the catalog and online than it does when I have it in my hand and I'm showing it in my light. So I just have like one big, like, you know, studio light that I got off Amazon for like $15, but that's like why my lighting looks immaculate, because it's not. But I just have like, I set that up, and then, but like when you show versus the old light that I had, just the sparkles and things is beyond compare. And even if you don't have a studio light, I always tell my girls, do you have a lamp? Just put that on that side of you. Okay, to have something so when the light hits that glitter, everybody's like, whoa, that's all you need to do. It doesn't have to, you don't need a ring light. You don't need one, you know, you can just work with what you have right now. And if you just have a lamp, just make sure it's on that side of you. So the light's coming in and hitting stuff right. But I do a lot of live sales, and actually I haven't done one in a while, and everybody's like, when's your next live sale? I'm like, oh boy, you know, but they do get two things there. They get to see the products in person, and they get to hang out with you. And once you make yourself a person, you know, that they get to know, I think, Gail, a really great thing that you pointed out is that you have 2 days a week that you go live. And then people get used to that schedule. They're like, oh, it's Monday, it's Gail night. Woo-woo, Gail night, you know, and they kind of like set it up like Monday I watch Gail. And you get those customers that follow you. And I noticed that too, because my previous months when I had 2 nail bars booked a week, I would do Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. And when somebody booked on a Sunday, which was outside of the realm of my normal nail bar days, I actually had less viewers than I normally have on a Sunday. And I think it was because people were so used to my Tuesday, Thursday schedule. So it's really interesting that, you know, you brought that up, because I think even if you just pick one day, guys, have that one day that people can like expect to be there and hang out with you. Some days you can do a demo, some days you can sell. But the reason that I do the live sales is honestly because it ended up being requested, and they can see the product. So I like to do a demo at least once a week for all the new people that come in to show them how to use it, and then maybe do a sale once a week or once every 2 weeks after you can restock and do it that way. But I think the schedule sometimes really helps people. That's how you kind of get that following, and they're used to seeing you that night.
I like that. The schedule and sticking to that does keep them, they know when to expect you. I like that. That's a great tip. Thank you, Mel.
Something else to consider. So I've only been doing like 2 sales a month, but my customers, I have customers in almost every time zone in the United States. I have customers in Japan, England, Germany. It's pretty awesome. But I try to pick, so if I'm going to do 2 a month, I have one on like in the middle of the week at one time, and then one on the weekend at a completely different time. So I'm more likely to pick or be able to get more customers from different parts of the world.
Oh, that's a great tip. That is a great tip, especially when we're going to be launching international. So the time zones play a huge factor in that, because I suspect we're going to have multiple people from different countries in our groups very, very soon. So great tip. Thank you, Shannon. Christy, anything you want to add?
I don't have anything else.
All right, guys. Well, then we're going to wrap up with a Facebook Live. I think we could talk that probably 2 hours worth, if not more. But if you can, try to go live at least twice this week. And then come in our team pages and share your successes with that. We'd love to hear it and support you. Or if you want us to go and join you when you go live, let us know too, and we'll come and help you and support you. All right, so really quickly, we're going to wrap up here soon, but we're approaching month end. So what are you guys doing to kind of end the month really strong, even though we're doing really amazing? But what are you doing to really finish this month as your best month yet? Don't all jump on at once. Slow down. You're too much for me. You guys must have like went out last night. I know I did. I had a good time. Hubby and I had too many margaritas. Why I feel like I do right now. But anybody, what are you doing? Share. All right, I'll go first. So I'm offering some bundles in my VIP group. Some of our, one of my other directors, she's not on here, but Katie O'Gara, she recommended, if you see a picture in like the Nail Thieves group and they have different nails on, bundle those up in a package so that people don't realize that what they could do with their design. Some people are not brave enough to mix and match. If you pair them together and show them with a pretty picture, and then tell them what the styles are and say this bundle is $39, and they'll buy it up. So they've been doing really well with that. Hopefully I explained that really well enough for you guys. Diana says she's doing a mystery hostess party. Anybody else doing anything? Just
one of the things that I've offered this last couple of weeks is to try to boost my online sales, because I do a lot in-person sales, so I wanted some more online sales. Is I'm actually offering, if they take advantage of the buy 3 get 1 or buy 1 get 1 for the French, that they get 2 free strips for me, and I've had huge success with that. So obviously, you know, that is money out of my pocket, so I wouldn't recommend it to anyone if it's not fiscally smart for you to do that, but that's just another way to get people to buy from you. And I've actually gotten quite a few new customers that way that I hope then will turn into some repeat business.
So say that again, Christy, what you do? I missed it somehow.
No, so what I'm doing to encourage people to order online from me instead of just trying to hit me up on the side is when they take advantage of the buy 3 get 1 or the buy 1 get 1 for the French, then I'm sending them 2 free strips.
Oh, okay. So you're doing 2 additional on top of that. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, wait a minute, that is, I somehow didn't understand that. But I like that. That's a great idea. And if you can financially do that, then that's a great idea. That will generate a lot of sales. Nicole's putting a VIP rewards. What are you thinking for your VIP rewards, Nicole? Oh, prom sales, Sandy. Great idea. Buy 10, receive a free set. I like that. So Nicole's doing VIP rewards. If they buy 10, and they're going to receive an additional free set. I like that. Recruiting.
I've done referral rewards too. If they refer somebody and they do and that person comes in and does a buy 3 get 1, I can send them I always call it a pack of accent nails, and I'll send them 5 different twosies, you know what I mean? But that's a little bit cheaper or less expensive, you know what I mean, to send if you're not quite at, something higher than that. But you can do a little referral reward like that. And then I do referral cards for people that do, I think if it's after they refer 5 that do the buy 3 get 1 free, then they'll get a free set from me after 5 of their friends come in. And this is not for people that maybe that was for people though that I approached that didn't want to host a nail bar, but they were still they still pimp you out anyway. You know what I mean? They're always telling their friends or saying, can I get business cards and samples? And I'm like, do you want to host a nail bar? And they just don't want to do the nail bar, but that might be something because for some reason they love the referral card. I don't know. So I've done referrals that way too.
Hey, Laura.
Yes.
One thing, not that I'm doing it this month because I just don't have it pulled together, but one thing that I've done in the past was and this is a good idea if you want to go live and you're trying to boost your sales month end. I went to the dollar store and there's these cute little, I wish I had them handy, these cute little makeup pouches that are this big, literally this about just the perfect size for Color Street nail strips. And then this cute little sparkly manicure set. And so, I mean, that was $2. And I said, when I went live, I said, anyone that does a buy 3, get 1 free will also get this cute little Color Street I called it an organizer because we all need an organization in our life. And this cute little sparkly manicure set, and so that's just one way to not eat cost, because I would caution anyone against eating costs, because what I found with LuLaRoe is that if you start down that path, people are going to wait until you're doing that special again. So I would do something that doesn't cost you a lot of money, but is still really special. And people are thinking this is a really great thing. I need to jump on this, you know? But I just hesitate on doing even the buy 3 get 2 free, because I mean, if I'm going to do this, I'm in this to make money. So sorry, that's just my 2 cents.
That's a great point, you know, and I'm glad you brought that up. I actually started thinking of an idea of doing something that's, it's a gift with, not a gift, but either, I don't know, I haven't played this out yet. This is just something I thought of over the weekend, but it was in relation to costs, like, because not everybody has the ability to give away multiple free sets yet, or they may not be able to go and spend $5 on a gift or so to give out. But I was kind of playing with this idea of either with the nail bars doing something of, instead of giving a free set away, giving our product, buying a $1 lottery ticket. And if they live in a state that doesn't do lottery or whatnot, and some people may or may not be okay with that, but I got the idea of actually from another leader in another company, and she does really well, and this is what she does. And I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. I was thinking of how I can do this. But running either a contest in a nail bar, having them do certain things like join your Facebook group, or the first one to place an order, you're entered into a drawing for a free gift from me. The free gift is the $1 lottery ticket. I mail it to them. If they're a winner and they live in a state that you can't cash it, they'd have to mail it back to me, and I'd have to cash it and send it to them. But so there's ways around that little incident. But it's $1, and usually people are kind of interested or excited about getting a chance to win possible, you know, a lot of money. But it's really not a lot of, you're not eating costs with your product, and you can mail it. It's inexpensive to mail. So that's just an idea I'm playing with. I don't know. You guys can maybe use it with your groups, or, you know, your giveaways. The first to order, you're entered for a drawing for a free gift for me. It could be whatever, inexpensive. I love the a manicure set that you mentioned, the organizer. If it's only $2, that's inexpensive. So there's ways around thinking instead of just giving away a full set. I'd want to save the full set for like your hostess, kind of give a privilege. That's our big product. That's our main product. That's our only product. So kind of save those things for hostesses and inexpensive gifts for everyone else. Or anybody else?
The other thing that I do a lot, which doesn't cost anything other than actually buying the cards, is every single person that orders online from me or orders in person from me gets a handwritten thank you note, because I really believe that goes a long way. So that is another way that you can kind of establish that and maintain that relationship with someone. And you can put little twosies in there and, you know, say, hey, you know, enjoy this accent nail on me. That's another great way to do it. But I agree, not everybody is going to want to buy stuff to give away. You do what you can in this business, and as you promote, you'll be able to do more, or, you know, you'll decide at some point that you want to move away from something. So you have to do what works for your business, and suggestions that are given may work for your business and they may not. So, but always a thank you card will go a long way. Sometimes that goes further than anything you could ever give them.
Definitely. The customer service aspect is key, because I've had people come to me and say, I'm so glad I found you. I love your customer service skills. You're the best at keeping everything that I say, you listen. And when things come in style or come back in stock, I'm like back to tell my customer, hey, I know you wanted this. It's back in stock. They appreciated that, and they appreciated my personal touch. And they've told me, well, I came from this person, and they just threw things in the mail and did nothing and never followed up with me. And I'm going to stick with you because your customer service skills are top notch, or, So those, like Kirsty said, personal touches such as handwritten notes are huge. They go a long ways, long ways. Nicole, you said you'd like to call your samples accent nails, accent names, nail mail, or a gift rather than free. That's a great point. You try not to say free. Accent nails. Oh, okay. You messed up that. Sorry. Accent nails. I like that. Instead of samples. Great point.
I've done what Christy did too. I looked at their order sometimes, like if I was just doing a thank you, I looked at their order, and if I had an accent nail to send that would match the set that they got, I would just send, sometimes I'll just send a random, hey, I saw you got blah, blah, blah. This looks so, I thought this would, like Charleston blush, I thought this accent nailed Harajuku hearts would look amazing with that. And then so it's the no, but then it's super, super inexpensive, you know, to purchase and ship. But I thought of you. I looked at your order. I got personal with you. I've had a lot of great feedback on that. And like, I do like super cheap little touches too. Like if they buy my on hand, like I do, like I just have, do you see this little like sticker? Actually, the Lula girls might recognize these from Unicorn Smiles, but these are like what, just a couple cents too, but look, they fit right. Everybody loves these. They fit right. It just says you are beautiful, but it fits right in there. That might be something like extra. And if they win things, I know you guys have probably seen this too, but it says don't worry, she won this. So if they win a free set, I always add one of those in the window because everybody always thinks it's funny. I'm like, don't worry, I'll send you an alibi that you didn't spend any extra money. So I just have little, I call them alibi stickers. I'm always like, do you guys need an alibi? So that was something that I kind of pulled over from there. And if you guys have anybody, and the reason I like these is because it doesn't add any more shipping. How much do we already pay for shipping for stuff, right? So another thing, if you guys have a local friend or you have a Cricut, is that what they're called? I'm not crafty.
I think so. Yeah.
Like the insect. Okay.
Yeah.
But just a little decal, and they can put it on their mug or just whatever. But they're super, but look, they're the same size and they don't cost any more to ship to just add one. And these, like I get these from one of my friends for like 75 cents, I think, for the big ones. But the little stickers are like super cheap. They're like, 20, you know, it's just a sticker. I don't know. They like it. So they're just a couple extra cheap, I'm sorry, inexpensive. I'm trying not to say cheap. Inexpensive, you know, little kind of, if you want to do just something extra that doesn't cost you a ton of money, they're something really cute sometimes that go over well. And again, what Raina said, I don't do it all the time, once again, because I don't, you know, you want it to be special and just be like, this is a thing that doesn't happen all the time. But sometimes just adding a couple of those cute little things, I just wanted to share because that's some of the stuff I had and they were sitting right here. So there's that.
No, I like that. I love, I'm sure your customers like that too, receiving that special touch. I know I do. I like receiving things like that.
They'll like put I've seen them put these on like their mugs or like a Yeti, like just something like that. They'll put the vinyl decal on it and then they'll send me like the nail fee holding it, you know, so it's like all this like double bonus of what they got. So yeah, they definitely like these. I wish I was creative and have one of those Cricut things to do it myself. But if you do, that's an idea. They love these. And I think you just cut them out in a box and you're good to go, right? Just vinyl.
That's awesome. Love it. All right, guys. All right. I think we're going to start to wrap it up. Chrissy, do you have anything else you wanted to say?
I don't. I just want to thank you guys for getting on. We both know how busy everyone is and how hard it can be to notch out an hour of your time, but we appreciate you taking the time and get to your business.
Yes, thank you, ladies. And does Sundays work better for you guys, or would you prefer like a Monday or another night during the week?
This is good.
This is good? Okay. How you doing, Danny?
I'm good. I'm just chilling. I've got a headache, so.
Oh, I know. I feel
trying
like
not to think too much.
Oh, well, I hope you feel better. Okay.
Hey, Laura, can I ask a really quick question? And I'm sorry, I hopped on a little bit late, so I might have missed this. But for the convention sign up tomorrow, what's the deal? Like, is there going to be a trick to to get registered, or is it just kind of
whenever the email's going to come out, and you're going to have to register. The email's going to come out, and then it will give you the link to book your hotel room if you're going to stay at the Paris. And then at that time, if you can check your placement, not placement, goodness grief, on your back tab in your back office, it's going to say events, company events. That's where you're going to have to go to register. So whenever you get that email, that means it's open and you can go to your back office and register. So as soon as you receive that, I recommend registering at like noon, and because of the limited spacing this time. So as soon as you get it, or even if you want to wait, just do it at noon, and just check your back office. If you have the capability to register, then go for it.
Okay.
You might have to switch your browser. I know when I tried to use it on Firefox, the link would not work, but when I switched over to Chrome, it worked fine. I tried to do it on my cell phone earlier that day. A lot of people didn't have problems, but I did. Thought I was registered and I wasn't. So when I got home, the laptop Firefox did not work for me, but Chrome browser did. So if you're having issues, try switching to a different browser.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Danny, because I know for me, I couldn't get onto my desktop to register when we were allowed to register the other day, but I got through on my phone within a minute and was done. So just be prepared that you might have to look at an alternative way.
Have all the methods available.
Yeah.
I'm an Android user, so I don't know if that was an issue. Are you Apple?
Yes, Apple.
Apple, yeah.
I tried on Android, was not having it with that link.
Then, and if you guys need roommates, Rena, if maybe we can start a thread about roommates if you guys want roommates, or if you're bringing a spouse or something, you probably don't want a roommate. But we can start a thread on that for those that are looking for roommates, because they are, the rate is really inexpensive. Made a point to say inexpensive instead of cheap for email, with 4 in the room. So let us know if you want to do that. And then, yes, so you get the email Monday, tomorrow, register. Make sure you do that. I hope everybody can get in. They're going to try to move it, have at least 3,000, hopefully, attendees. So if you get on, if you're able to do it right then and there, do it. I know I'm helping somebody register that's unable to, because they're on a cruise tomorrow, so I'm helping them, so hopefully I can get them in too. So,
and Laura, I know one of the things that came up when we registered is in the language it said no nursing babies will be allowed. They are changing that, so I don't know if there is anybody here that's nursing, but the language tomorrow should say that nursing babies will be allowed. So if that's you and it says no nursing babies, go ahead and register anyway, because they are allowing that.
Right. Great. I forgot about that. They somehow put including, and it should have been excluded, nursing babies excluded from that part. They didn't want children, but like Christy said, they are permitting nursing babies. Okay, any more questions? Anything else, guys? Hi, Linda. Glad you could join us.
Hi.
All right, guys, if you don't have any more questions or anything, then we are going to go ahead and end the meeting tonight. Thank you so much. And I'll send the recording out if you have team members that didn't make it and that want to watch it. All right, guys? Anything else?
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a good night.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
guys.
Thank you.